How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. The truth about porn and how it destroys men. That's the title of this video. Pornography is widely accessible in today's digital age. From a young age, many men encounter explicit material online, which can shape their perceptions of sex and relationships. This exposure is often framed as a harmless or even beneficial way to explore sexuality. However, the reality is that pornography can have profound negative effects on men's mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. Now, the issue is the immediate gratification versus the long-term consequences. Pornography often provides immediate gratification, which can be appealing in a fast-paced world. This instant pleasure, however, can come at a significant cost. For example, a man might find temporary relief or excitement from watching porn, but over time, he may experience a decline in sexual satisfaction and intimacy with his partner. The dopamine rush associated with porn can lead to a dependency, making real-life sexual encounters less stimulating. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is the distorted perceptions of sexuality. Porn often depicts exaggerated or unrealistic sexual scenarios, which can distort a man's perception of what sex should be like. A man exposed to such content might expect his real-life experiences to match these unrealistic portrayals, leading to dissatisfaction and potential frustration in his sexual relationships. For instance, he might feel inadequate or pressured to perform in ways that are not natural or fulfilling for his partner. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is its impact on relationships. Pornography can create a significant rift between partners. A man who consumes porn excessively might develop unrealistic standards for his partner, potentially leading to conflict and dissatisfaction. For example, if a man is constantly comparing his partner to the performers he sees online, it can erode trust and intimacy in the relationship, creating emotional distance. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is the sexual dysfunction. Studies have shown that excessive porn consumption can contribute to sexual dysfunction, such as erectile dysfunction or delayed ejaculation. A man might find himself unable to achieve or maintain an erection during real-life sexual encounters, which can be attributed to his brain becoming accustomed to the highly stimulating content of porn. This can lead to a cycle of frustration and increased reliance on porn. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is the decreased motivation and productivity. Men who spend excessive time consuming pornographic material or pornography might experience a decrease in motivation and productivity. For example, a man who spends hours each day watching porn might neglect work or personal responsibilities, leading to a decline in job performance and personal growth. This procrastination can have long-term effects on his career and personal life. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is its emotional and psychological effects. Pornography can also have emotional and psychological repercussions. Men who are addicted to porn might experience feelings of guilt, shame, or depression. For example, a man might struggle with self-esteem issues, feeling unworthy or inadequate due to his porn consumption. This can lead to a negative self-image and increased anxiety. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is its impact on self-control. Pornography can diminish a man's ability to exercise self-control. Over time, the habit of watching porn can erode one's discipline and willpower. For instance, a man who frequently gives in to his cravings for porn might find it increasingly difficult to resist other temptations, leading to a lack of control in various aspects of his life. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is in relationship with self and others. The consumption of pornography can alter a man's relationship with himself and others. He may become more self-centered or disconnected from the emotional needs of his partner. For example, a man preoccupied with porn might struggle to engage in meaningful conversations or emotional connections with his loved ones, leading to a more isolated and self-focused lifestyle. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is in normalizing objectification. Pornography often objectifies individuals, reducing them to mere instruments of pleasure. This normalization of objectification can affect how men view and interact with women in real life. For example, a man might unconsciously adopt a mindset that views women primarily as objects for sexual gratification, which can impact his ability to form respectful and equitable relationships. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is the consequences it has for mental health. Excessive porn consumption is linked to various mental health issues. Men who struggle with porn addiction might experience increased levels of stress, anxiety, or depression. For instance, the shame and secrecy surrounding porn consumption can exacerbate feelings of isolation and mental distress, leading to a cycle of negative emotions and behaviors. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is its impact on self-esteem. Pornography can negatively affect a man's self-esteem. Constant exposure to idealized and unrealistic depictions of sex can make a man feel inadequate or inferior. For example, if a man compares his own sexual experiences or physical appearance to the performers he sees in porn, he might develop a distorted and unfavorable view of himself. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is the altered social dynamics. A man's consumption of pornography can impact his social dynamics. For example, excessive porn use might lead to withdrawal from social activities or relationships, as he might prefer the virtual gratification of porn over real-life interactions. This withdrawal can lead to a decrease in social skills and an overall sense of social disconnection. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is its impact on sexual expectations. Pornography can lead to unrealistic sexual expectations. A man who regularly consumes porn might develop expectations for his sexual experiences that are unattainable in real life. For instance, he might expect constant and intense arousal or engaging in extreme sexual acts, which can cause dissatisfaction and conflict when real-life experiences don't measure up. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is in the cycle of addiction. The cycle of addiction to pornography is similar to other forms of addiction. Initially, a man may start watching porn casually, but over time, he might find himself consuming it more frequently. This escalation can lead to increased tolerance, where the same level of content no longer provides the same level of satisfaction, prompting him to seek out more extreme material. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is its impact on intimate relationships. Pornography can affect intimacy in relationships. For instance, a man who regularly watches porn might struggle to connect emotionally or physically with his partner, leading to a decrease in intimacy. This lack of connection can result in feelings of isolation or frustration for both partners, potentially causing relationship strain or even breakdown. The other truth about porn and how it destroys men is pornography and real-world interactions. Exposure to pornography can influence a man's real-world interactions. For example, a man who views porn frequently might have skewed ideas about consent and mutual satisfaction in sexual encounters. This can lead to problematic behaviors or expectations in real-life relationships, potentially harming both himself and his partners. Now, in long-term relationships, pornography can erode trust and satisfaction. Over time, a man's habitual consumption of porn can lead to secretive behavior or lies about his activities, damaging the foundation of trust in the relationship. This can create a rift between partners and impact the overall health and longevity of the relationship. The number 19 truth about porn and how it destroys men is related to cultural and social influences. The portrayal of pornography in society can normalize its consumption, making it seem harmless or even desirable. This societal acceptance can contribute to a man's continued use of porn, despite its negative effects. For example, media and popular culture might downplay the potential harms of pornography, influencing individuals to underestimate its impact. And finally, the truth about porn and how it destroys men, it's all about seeking help and recovery. For men who recognize the damaging effects of pornography in their lives, seeking help and recovery is very important. It's crucial. Therapy, support groups, and self-help strategies can be effective in addressing pornography addiction. By acknowledging the problem and actively working to overcome it, men can restore their relationships, improve their mental health, and reclaim a more balanced and fulfilling life. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so.